Distributive property. This is a digital lesson, and it explains here on the first slide that multiplying a number by a group of numbers that are added together or subtracted is the same as doing the multiplication separately. So 6 times the quantity 4 plus 5 is the same as 6 times 4 plus 6 times 5. So students are going to start out and they're going to be typing in the missing numbers. So 7 times the quantity 9 plus 4, they're going to type in 7 times 9, and then a 7 times 4. 8 times the quantity 3 plus 2, 8 times 3, they're going to type in the 3 plus 8 times 2. Now next it shows them how to use the distributive property with variables. It explains what a variable is. So it works the same way. So this would be 5 times x plus 5 times 1. And that would give you a solution of 5x plus 5. So on the next slide, students again are going to be filling in the missing numbers. 9 times x plus 9 times 4. And then they're going to type in the complete answer, 9x plus 36. They've got a couple more to do here. And they're skipping that step, so they're just going to solve it in one step. Same thing with the next slide. We've got some negative numbers. And then when you get down to slide 8, now it shows them what to do when there's a negative symbol outside the parentheses. So you're distributing a -1. And what happens is it just changes the sign of the numbers in the parentheses. So -1 times x plus -1 times 8, and you're going to get -x plus -8. So you can see it just changes the sign. So students got to have a couple of those to solve. Now we've got a different situation here. They're adding to a distributive property problem. So we want to make sure that they don't add first, because order of operations tells us that we're going to multiply before we add. So they have to distribute the 2 first. 3 stays the same, so 3 plus 2x plus 8. And then we're going to use commutative property to just change the order of the numbers. So our 3 and our 8 are next to each other. And that'll give us 11 plus 2x is our solution. So the next slide, students have to know that that 6 is going to stay the same for right now. And then we're going to distribute the 7. So that would be 7x plus 14. And then the 6 is still there. We're going to change the order of the numbers using the commutative property. That'll give you 20 plus 7x. Same thing here. 5 is not going to change. 5 stays the same. They're going to distribute first, so you get 2x plus 16. In the next step, they're going to use that commutative property, and they're going to change the order. So they're going to just type in 5 plus 16 plus 2x. They change it so those two whole numbers are next to each other. And they're going to get 21 plus 2x. We do the same thing on the next slide. And then the final slide, they've got distributive property problems and their solutions. So they're just going to drag and drop these solutions next to the correct distributive property problem. So here they're going to have 30x plus 42. Click and hold on the edge, and they're just going to move it right next to its problem. -12y, -8, and so on. So that is a distributive property lesson, digital lesson with negatives.